Hi everybody, it's Erin Reed and we're going to make a cute little flower out of our Reneo foiled paper to go on top of a jar that can be given as a gift. Now the gift could be either for Valentine's Day, it could be for Mother's Day, it could be for all kinds of stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Reneo dies. Now these dies are specifically made to use for making this star, which here's an example. Really pretty. You can do it in all the different fun colors and instructions on the back, but these dies can be made to use for so many more things like a flower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two smaller dies and I'm putting this on. This is the Glossy in Blush, and on the back side of the blush is gold, which is really pretty. So we're going to kind of play with the concept of the fact that it's actually got two different colors. I'm going to go ahead and run this through. Actually, I'm just doing the little one on this one. I forgot. So I'm just doing the small one. And I'm using my Cuddle Bug. It's a wafer thin die, so plates ABC. Run it through, just like that. There we go. And it pops out. And when you're done, it looks like this. All right. I'm going to do the same thing for both of these colors. And since this is a pretty thin paper, I can actually I can stack them both on here. Here I have Starstruck. And Starstruck has got these little stars on it. Let me show you it up close. Isn't that cool? And I've got it in fuchsia and also in that same blush color. And I'm going to run my dies on both of them. So I'm going to line them up and then put my plate on and go ahead and die cut this. So here we have the two dies, and the Starstruck is the same on both sides, which is kind of cool. Sometimes I like having the same color. Sometimes I like it being a little different. It depends on my mood. From here, we are going to make a set of flowers. Oh, and this one, I need to pull it up. Now, you could do them all the same color. You can alter the colors. You could just do the same color, but you could flip so there's some gold in there. So many options you can do. Like I said, you could do all one color. It's kind of your call. But I like the idea of having kind of a multitude of colors, the dark and the light of the same family. So these are both pink, but it's a light and a dark. Okay, what I'm doing is very simple. I'm taking the two pieces, I'm sticking my thumb right here, and I'm squishing. And I'm kind of squishing it in. I'm turning them into a little bit of a petal, just like this. I'm squish, squish. Take my thumb, squish. Take my thumb, squish. I love this method because there's really nothing you can do wrong with it. Squish, and then it's starting to look like a flower. See that? I'm going to do the same thing to the big one. I'm going to do it to all of them actually. Squish, 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 squish. Just keep on squishing all the way around. It's a big squishy thing. This is just one of a few different things you can do with the dies, but flowers, and there's a lot of different flower ideas you can do with this. If you find some that are just not quite to your squish factor, you can. Now here's what you get to do. They nest inside of each other. Look really cool, just like that. See that? So you start nesting them. I'm going to do the other small one, squish. And it goes in there. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to do, I think I'm just going to stick with this guy. And I'm going to squish. I'm going to turn and squish. So I'm going to alternate because I want that gold to show up. The other one, it didn't matter because they're different colors. Or it's the same color on both sides. This one's got different colors on both sides. So I can alternate it. And then you've got different colors. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And that goes in the center there. You need something to kind of help push these all together. But there is our beautiful flower. And it's got that little pop of some gold in the center to kind of like the center of a flower, but it still has that light color. Now it's just a matter of gluing it all together. So I'm going to take a little bit of some Helmar glue, super simple, pop a tiny bit. Oh, I got to open it up first. That'd be smart. Pop it in the middle there. Take my next layer, which is right here. And when you put it on, you don't want it to be exactly on top. You want to angle it just a tiny bit, so that the petals are a little off-centered from each other. So here we have the petals are kind of like the light petals are between the two darker petals. It's kind of where you're going. Now, if I didn't want to have it be so bright, I could change it and I could have it be a lighter flower. But I like the contrast of the opposites. And I didn't end up needing that. This is a full enough flower without that piece. Pop this in here. Now this one's even smaller because I used 2 bigs and 1 small so far. And these actually have numbers on them. This is a number 2 and this is a number 1 size. And they fit really well together. Just come in and it's starting to look like a really big, beautiful, full flower. I love that. And then you're going to take the last one, little pop of glue, right there in the center. As I always tell my daughter, a little dab will do ya, or, you know, dot, dot, not a lot. Depending on, they use the dot, dot, not a lot at school, because I don't think kids understand what a dab is. And then, well, except for the dabbing, but, you know, I hate that. I don't know. My boys constantly dab. It drives me crazy. And there is our beautiful flower. So gorgeous. You can come in and fill it in. And what makes this a little bit different than some if you try to do with paper, if you notice when I squeezed it, it stayed. This paper will stay in whatever shape you want it to be because it has that foil in it. So this will stay nice and poofy as long as you don't come and smash it. It will keep its volume. It will not deter and fall apart. I'm just trying to push this little one in right here. There we go. There we go. It was a little off-centered, or at least it looks that way to me. So there is our beautiful flower. So what I have now is I have a jar. We're going to put something fun in here. So this is where the gift part can come in. I'm just taking some dark chocolate, and they're already a really pretty color. And if you're sticking with Valentine's Day, anything that's in the red, anything that's in the pink, all works. So I'm just putting a whole bunch of these in here. And then I'm going to seal the jar. You could do whatever candy you wanted to. And truthfully, I found these at the end of Christmas, and they looked red enough, and they fit with the idea of Valentine's Day, so that's what I'm going with. And then you stick this really pretty little flower on top, but we're going to turn it into kind of a present. So all the colors I've played with so far, you can actually find in the Love Pack. Love Pack is a brand new pack and is being released for the 2018 CHA release. I'm gonna go with a 1/2 inch, and you can get them in this variety pack that are these 6 by 12 inch sheets. So I'm going to cut a strip that is about 1/2 inch, and it's going to go on the outside of the jar. So it's going to look like this. It's kind of like wrapping the present, right? And since we're going to put a little dab of glue on the top of the jar anyway, they have to actually break the seal to get this open. So center it as best as you can. Just like that. See how that works? I'm going to do a second one because we're going to go the other direction with it. They're a little long, so we are going to trim them up. So far, this has turned into a super simple little craft. You could give these as a teacher gift. This would be really sweet. These little jars, you can find them at all of in the canning area. Super, super simple. And again, you can fill this with whatever you like. You could put M&Ms in here. You could put bath salts in here. Whatever you would want to put, handmade party mix, puppy chow. You know, think about anything that you would want to jam. And the idea is that your gift is in the jar. You could even put, I don't think you can fit a gift card in there. I think it's the wrong size. But think of something else besides food. It does not have to be a food item. Some teachers are kind of like, I don't want to have more food, but you could do bath salts. You could do a lotion. You could fill it up with a lotion. So many possibilities of what you could put into a little jar. So see what I'm doing so far? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little dab of glue. Same glue. This is a Hellmark quick dry glue. It's called a craft glue. It's nice and easy. I'm not worried about if it's perfectly centered in here. And if it sticks a little to the jar, that's fine because we're going to put our flower on top of that. Then I'm going to take my other strand, go the opposite direction now. Wrap that up. Just going to trim it off with my hand this time instead of cutting it. I need a tiny bit of glue here too. Pop that in. And now it looks like a little wrapped present. Isn't that cute? Oh, and in case you're wondering what this is about, I'm still going to decorate this guy up too. This is so that my glue, I don't have to keep closing it each time, and I just pop it in upside down. And then when I lift it up and I'm ready to squirt, like right now, it is ready to go. I don't have to wait for the glue to come to the bottom of the jar. It is also stopping the air from touching the glue, because when you flip it upside down, this all fills with air. And the more air that gets into the glue, the faster your glue is going to get harder, and it's not going to work as well. place your little flower on top. It's a little glue advice there for you. Place a little flower on top, and there is your sweet little present. Isn't that cute? Super adorable. So they are going to have to tear this, which is fine. They could leave the flower on the lid because it's not going to be a problem. They could pull it off. The whole point is you made something kind of cute to give to somebody. If the wiggliness down here bugs you, you can also put these two, you can glue these two together. That's an awesome idea as well. But it's just a cute little gift. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, teachers' gifts. Think about the colors that you want to do. If you know that your teacher's got a certain color, the Rainier foil comes in a ton of different colors. Here's another flower I made in purple. So just kind of keep in mind, this time I did all the same color, but in the center I did a lavender with the gold, but it's the same concept. So many possibilities with this cute little flower. This is going to take a second to dry. It won't take too terribly long. This is a very fast drying glue, and it's a cute little present to give away. So that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please subscribe, and don't forget to give a cute little handmade gift to people that are in your parents, your kids, this could mean teachers, loved ones, neighbors, so many opportunities. So see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.